I already spoke about one, right? There isn't much information. You don't know what to expect. There are doctors who talk about it, but they largely talk about it when you go and reach out to them, right? So,
Mm.
and every day for me, post surgical menopause was every day I would find out something new of how I was feeling about my body.
Mm.
So, and every day I can't reach out to a doctor, right? आज मुझे
Yeah.
ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है. It's like I can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
So, lack of organized information about this transition is
Mm.
one big challenge that I faced, and that's where see, for me, because I come from a healthcare background, understanding it was easier when I read about it. But for a lot of women who don't typically come from that sort of a background, even
Mm.
when they read, they don't know how to sort of interpret it or understand it or what to expect. So information in an organized way, in a simplified way, in a very simple way, in terms of what is going to happen to my body and what can I do better about it, was one big challenge.
Mm.
uh, Two, also the fact that people don't really understand what's happening to you. It's very difficult to explain what's how are you feeling, and why are you feeling the way you're feeling, because you yourself don't understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Okay.
Actually.
The mood swings, the irritation, you get up one morning and you're so fatigued, which you are not used to. You suddenly start putting on weight, you have aches and pains which you didn't have earlier. So you, first of all, you yourself don't know what's happening to your body, and then you sometimes tend to get irritable, you sometimes tend to get down, depressed. So people around you don't know what is happening to you, so it becomes challenging to make somebody else understand, that I'm going through this most likely because of menopause, and this is how I'm feeling, and this is the kind of support I need. And we women in general, if somebody in the family is sick, we'll run around, but we don't tend to prioritize ourselves. We don't tend to talk about it. See,
Mm.
in general also. See, when
Yeah.
it's about something like periods and menopause, we don't want to talk about it even more, right? So, thankfully for me, I haven't had that challenge of not having open conversations, and because I had to adapt myself to being the person that I had to become out of this,
Mm.
I started openly conversing about it, and I started openly sharing the things that are happening to my body. So if you see, social media is a lot about only talking about good things, like we just spoke about. And
Yeah.
initially, when I started talking about, how my body was feeling weird and changing, and how my sleep was getting impacted, and how I was feeling about the fat I started putting around in different places, which I didn't before. First,
Mm.
I thought, should I even be talking about this in an open space? Because my family was pretty supportive. So that space I did have. But then when I said, if I'm educating somebody, I should be openly even talking about this. Why should I only talk about the good things? I also
Absolutely.
need to talk about how things are changing, right? I mean, I shouldn't only be looking perfect and good there. There are challenges also that come with it. So that's how I started talking about even those challenges. But yeah, two main things are these, the lack of organized information and being able to openly say that, I'm going through this and I need support,
Mm.
is something that I think are two main things that we need to. I think if these two things we take care of, right? Then we will be able, most women should be able to transition it better. Of course, including taking charge of their life and prioritizing themselves. But yeah, these two are the challenges in general that I sort of navigated or went through.